Hello, Gladman here. We're doing this during the day because I figured, why not? Still PM though, so we're still good. Today's topic is kind of a weird one. I wrote it down as anxiety, aka ask a girl out. I'm a dude, so hence ask a girl out. Or, you can ask a girl or a guy or a she or a pig or whatever. And generally, I kind of wanted to talk about relationships on the whole and what I find a lot of people are struggling with, men and women. And this is probably a topic I'll get more into detail on later. But I just kind of wanted to talk about it in general. So one thing I'm finding is that a lot of people don't have the confidence to talk to members that they might be interested in. And whether it's like, oh, they're too pretty, or they're too smart, or they're too whatever, they just don't feel good about talking to them. And that's okay. That's fine. I mean, you're going to eventually have to do it. And I don't know if I can really give advice to that other than you need to, for yourself, you need to start small. So let's say you've never dated someone or you really don't feel confident talking to members of the opposite sex or people you're interested in. Okay, fine. Well, don't go and find someone you're like insanely attracted. Don't go find a supermodel or whatever. Don't, oh my God, this is the most perfect, most attractive person I've ever met ever, and I'm going to go try and talk to that person. Don't start there. Like, as with anything in life, if you want to be an airplane pilot, you don't automatically get into a fighter jet. No, you go to school, you do this, you do that. You do simulations, you practice until you get up to that point. And confidence is like that in its own way. Or anxiety, which might be the opposite end of that spectrum. So what I mean to say is, perhaps if you're having trouble talking to someone or that you might be interested in, then try talking to people that you're not interested in. I try and make an effort, and sometimes it's a bit silly, when I go to get coffee or donuts or fast food, or I'm in the elevator, or I went to the doctor's office today, I try and make small talk, conversation with the people I'm interacting with. Compliment them, sorry about the dogs in the background. Compliment them on their jewelry, compliment them on this, compliment them on a painting, ask them how long they've been doing their job, how's it going today, things like that. I don't intend on getting anything in return. I don't intend on getting even a smile from them. But just that interaction, that conversation, I feel is tremendously valuable. So if you are finding that you're having trouble conversing with people, then start small. Start small. As with anything in life, start small. Talk to someone. Actually talk. This isn't like, oh, hey, yeah, I texted someone or I sent a tweet and therefore I'm conversing. It's like, no. Hi, there's Berenice. No. This is actually talk. Actually talk to people and find out, hey, just ask them things. Ask them random things. And sometimes in these videos I make, I challenge you to ask. Hi, Riker. Here's Riker and Perrin. They're both silly. I challenge you to ask someone like, hey, the heck, what do you think about blah? What do you think about blah? So do that. Just, if you have a question or you want to talk to someone, you're getting coffee in the morning, just ask them a random question like, hey, thanks for the coffee. This is my coffee order. What are 3 wishes that if you had a genie, what would your wishes be? Try it. Ask someone. You'd be astounded. It's like a little bit of it's a nice good virus to spread to other people where you're just kind of like, hey, I'm gonna just share and contaminate you with a little bit of goodness, like when you smile. That's wonderful. That's a wonderful thing to do. And again, getting back to the subject at hand, is start small. If you want to kind of get out there more, if you are having trouble finding someone, or you're having a hard time being able to talk to someone that you find that you really are attracted to, but you just can't talk to them, start small. Start talking to people that you're not attracted to. Start talking to people that you're not going to have much of a prolonged conversation with, and try and make not even their date, make their 5 minutes. Make it so that they feel like, oh, wow, that was interesting. And you can start with small talk stuff. You know, just like, hey, how's it going? Is it busy today? Oh, it's bit. Oh, wow. Okay, that's weird. It's Monday. I wouldn't expect it to be busy, or whatever. So try that. You know, and we're so ginned into our phones all the time. And the irony is I'm recording this on my phone, but we're so ginned in and all this stuff that we kind of lose track of being there with the person. So just try, start small, and start with like, hey, maybe I can, I don't know, maybe I can make a conversation, have a conversation with somebody else. So I want to get more into other relationship stuff because I do have some other things I want to talk about, but I didn't really want to make this video too long. So we'll do kind of a separate thing generally on relationship and suggestions I might have for women and for men. And it's just my opinions because this is Plaid and this is what I do. Anyhow, so if you guys have any questions, comments, put it down in the thing. Make sure to like it, share it to your friends. If I missed something or you're like, no, David, you're totally wrong. That you shouldn't be talking to people. That's not the right way. It's like, okay, well, fine. You're entitled to your opinion, and I would love to hear it. But generally speaking, I would say, and this is true with anything, start small. So if you want to do something, start small. So, and this is in regards to your anxiety. It's not like, oh, you don't have to be a social butterfly. Don't start being a social butterfly. Start small. Just have little conversations with someone. Mention, hey, I just saw this TV show. You might like it. You don't know them. They may not like it at all. But the fact that you're seeing something and you're sharing it with someone else in real time, and you're like, oh my gosh, I just saw this thing. Or, hey, check out this silly YouTube video I saw. It's hilarious. Silly example. The doctor today, his last name was Garfield. And I just couldn't help myself. And I was like, oh my gosh, do you have a cat? And he's like, no, I don't have a cat. And I was like, okay, well, I have a cat who looks like Garfield, but opposite. Like he's white with orange flecks as opposed to orange with white. Anyways, and I found the picture and I showed it to him and he had a good smile about it. And it doesn't really matter. I probably didn't make his day and he's heard every Garfield joke ever. But then we had like a 2 or 4 minute conversation about Garfield and the comics and things like that. Just do things like that. Include people in your life. Include your life in other people, because sharing is really what makes us a community. And the more we are a community, the better we are as human beings. That's it for today. Deuces. I guess deuces too. All right, take care. Bye.